So we are at Chicago Blues Fest for Northwest Chicago Street Fest. This is our first time coming here. There was a little rain, kind of destroyed the flyer we got, but now it seems like the sun is finally coming out. We're gonna interview some people, hear some great blues music. So yeah, let's go. Yeah, so they have a bunch of different stages. Down there's the Mississippi Crossroads stage. Of course, there's the main stage where they're playing some Muddy Waters, and then they have the Blues Village. Yeah, it seemed like you see some people in ponchos, and it was a good idea to bring the umbrella. Evidently, I got soaked, but I had to stay, and I'm glad I did. Let's see what the people here think.
Check it, check it, check it, check it. 1, 2, 3. Hey, what's up?
So what do you think makes this fest stand out?
I just got here.
What are your first impressions so far?
Well, I heard it was super busy yesterday.
Super busy yesterday.
Yeah, I think the rain has, dispersed the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did just meet a lady that flew all the way here from California to attend this festival.
What motivated you to come?
Chicago park season. Give it up for Mayor Brandon Johnson. Thank you for taking care of these damn parks.
Lived in Chicago my whole life. I've only been up to the Bean one time in my entire life, and I know that's crazy growing up in the city, but I just never go here, so very excited.
I think it's really cool that the city does this for free, when people get together, and I think music brings all people together from all cultures.
Yeah.
And I run into people that don't know the English language, but they still understand the music, and it brings, I think it helps release the blues. When you listen to the blues, it helps get rid of the blues.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Festivals that we're covering, they're not free. Some of them will require admission. This is entirely free, so that's another great, add-on. That's also another reason why it tends to be so crowded.
I've seen all kinds of great acts, but it's not just the acts that are on stage. It's just people hanging out, enjoying each other's company. I really miss it when it used to be in Grand Park because there was way more room to spread out. People would throw a frisbee, play hacky sack all over the place. And we a lot like this crew right here, they're called the Blues Patrol. When the people showed up in the field out there, they would plant flags with their own logo. Blues Patrol was the colors of the Chicago flag and stuff like that. So you could find your friends really easily,
Yeah.
And I didn't just go there for the music, even though I love the music, just to hang out with my buddies and kick some sack and stuff like that. I've kicked a hacky sack. That's what a hacky sack is. For over 40 years. I'm 66 years of age.
Oh wow! How'd you get into that?
It's when I got out of the military. I was in the Army from '78 to '82. I saw it for the first time in maybe '83, and I didn't think I was gonna be any damn good at it. I literally, if I didn't say it out loud, mentally said I'll never be any good at this, and I believed it, because I was never particularly good at sports. I was always picking the back of the pack when we do unorganized local kids games. But I saw it for the first time, was kind of the craziest shit I'd ever seen. I'm like, I want to try this out. Stepped up and played, and I've been playing ever since. So I teach now. I teach at this high school as a volunteer to help stop the violence. When these are flying, bullets are less likely to fly. My slogan, more hacking, less capping. We don't need more pop, pop, pop. We need more hop, hop, pop with a hacky sack, right? So, and if somebody struggles with the game, but they have a good attitude, they're a better magnet to draw newcomers in.
Yeah.
So my goal isn't just to build players, it's to build leaders and teachers, because at 66, I'm not promised too many more years, and the goal is to get people coming up behind me that are going to step up and take my place and make sure that the shootings end finally, right? Yeah. Ever since Columbine happened, I started teaching specifically as a peacekeeping tool. We don't need that BS happening.
Yeah.
People having fun won't get done. People locked up in positivity won't get locked up for stupidity. So it's all about just helping people learn to believe in themselves, step up and have fun even if they struggle, and stick with it. And perhaps they might find that they'll have more skill than they realize they're capable of, putting their bodies in motion, paying attention to what's working and what isn't. I try to tell people who don't believe in themselves, as someone who didn't believe in himself, if you can't believe in yourself, believe in me believing in you, or believe in me and the track work that I've had over the years in both become a better player and also helping people, step up and stay with the game. A lot of people, they say, I suck at this. How about I've got room for improvement? I'm here for the journey.
Yeah.
Once again, change the language, change the game, change how you relate to the game. And rather than somebody saying, man, you're making me look bad, how about they're making me look good until they can eventually make me look bad because they got that damn good.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm on Instagram for anybody that wants to look me up. It's Even Flow Groove. Like, you never want to lose your groove when you dance. Anybody can, look me up on there. If they have a private account, they got to prove me following them so we can communicate. But I'm happy to send my phone number to anybody that wants to learn either hand drums or hacky sack for the same reason.
I'm also curious, here at Blues Fest, what do you think is great about blues music?
I mean, it's real music. It's legit. It's a lot of it is born from the pain and suffering that people have dealt with. I mean, blues is born in the Deep South from the slave experience. So is jazz, and so it's legitimate music that talks about the experience of pain. None of us can escape pain in life. It's just whether it's physical pain, emotional pain, or whatever. But by singing the blues, you can kind of get some of that blues out of your heart and kind of release it by singing it. And it's not all pain. A lot of it's like funky boogie shit. It's like whatever the artist is feeling at the time, they might write a song about that.
Yeah.
Just like if you ever see somebody's artwork, I've heard it said before that when you're looking at somebody's artwork and if you experience an emotional reaction to it, chances are what you're reacting to is the emotional state the artist was in at the moment they created the picture. And so you could say the same thing about music too. Like when they're playing, the state of mind they're in when they're actually playing or when they created that song, if you feel something deep inside, it's because you're connecting to how they felt, either in that moment when they play or when they created the song to begin with. Pretty powerful stuff.
Yeah, thank you. It's nice to meet you, man.
You got it. So it's Matthew Cherney, and they call me Spider-Man based on my clothing wear.
Oh, cool.
And this is the high school where I teach.
Oh, okay.
Walter Payne, that's a WP, then an HS. That's supposed to be a bear claw necklace there, and on the back those are paw prints.
Oh,
because
wow.
a grizzly is their logo. Believe it or not, I actually did clothing for Steven Tyler from Aerosmith years ago.
Oh, really? Tell me about that.
Look me up. Well, I met Steven Tyler in Chicago years and years ago. Me and my girlfriend, who I was nearly married to, went to a peace festival at what they call Cricket Hill, which is just south of Wilson Avenue on the drive, Lakeshore Drive. She had made like hand-drawn business cards for me to give out at the peace festival, and anywhere we went. We had plans to go to the Riviera Theater to see Alan Holdsworth, Robin Trower, and Ronnie Montrose. And we got there too late for Holdsworth, but a buddy of mine that I used to hang out with at the original exit on Wells Street, which is basically Chicago's former CBGB's, said Aerosmith and possibly Run DMC were likely to be at Limelight that night. So we went to Limelight on the off chance we could create opportunity. When we first got in the VIP lounge, there was nobody in the lounge that looked like a rocker except one guy kissing a girl. I'm not gonna get in the middle of that, so I let that go. I go downstairs, dance for 5 or 10 minutes, come back upstairs. Steven was within arm's reach of my girlfriend. She's giving me the like, get your ass over here. I didn't want to walk up to him and say, hey Steven, would you like to get work done? I just let my shirt catch his eye. He was interested right away. We exchanged information. He called me a couple times within 1 week while he was still on tour, so I knew he was serious. I sent him a sample piece. That kicked in paid work, and the rest is history. And I did a bodysuit for him that looks like stained glass. I'd never done a bodysuit in my life in terms of the design work I do. I'd never done work for somebody that well known. I literally prayed for help. Yeah. And God or Goddess or both stepped up and helped me out because it was the best work I ever did in my life. So, when it comes to life, you should always think be open to opportunity. And always realize that they say you got lucky. Luck is only opportunity meeting preparedness. So you got to lay the groundwork. Do the work to develop your craft. Be mentally prepared for success. Because other people, when they get success, they're not ready for it. They don't know how to deal with the crowds. They don't know how to deal with adulation when somebody shows love for you as an artist. Do the emotional groundwork and the work to perfect your craft. If you ever get famous, treat people like you'd want to be treated. Anybody can be famous. That doesn't mean squat. Yeah. Being famous and leveraging that to make a better community, now that can make a difference. People like to call me a legend. A legend doesn't mean nothing unless you use your legendary to create a legacy that makes a better community. That's ego means nothing. It can get you on stage, but what we can do together collectively as a group, whether we make music together or what we can do together as a community, is far more important. So use your ego to take that first step or two, but then let we go take over.
Wow, very inspiring. Thanks, man. Beautiful city, and I love listening to this blues music. Let's go by the Mississippi Crossroads stage, and I heard they have brisket, so let's please get some. What motivated you to come today?
Yeah, it's been, what's that? It's been like 35 years I've been coming over here.
Wow.
They hold this every year, man.
Yeah.
So every once in a while I miss it, but if possible, I need to come over here.
Yeah.
And because it's really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, the blues. I play blues too.
Oh, okay.
I'm
What?
Asian, but I play blues. That everyone could play blues.
What do you like about the blues?
It's about the soul.
Yeah.
You got you feel connected. It's a medium. It's a medium towards connecting to other people. When you play blues, like me, I play guitar, and I love to play blues, and it's my medium. But obviously, I'm an Asian, but I could still play blues, and people. I could entertain people, especially American, and they love me.
What have been some highlights of the festival throughout the year?
Say it again.
What have been highlights of your 35 years coming here? What have been some great moments?
The great moments here, when I saw, sometime I think, if I'm not mistaken, I see oh no, that's something. Somebody's like famous, but I forget the name. But there's a lot of famous guys that came over here from the Crossroads, Mississippi, Delta, and those are the great moments I feel, because they play the good Delta blues, like dobros, the slide steel guitar and everything. That's the great moment I feel for them. I even my uncle introduced blues to me ever since I came over here. I'm from the Philippines. And
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Another great interview.